I do have the questions. Are you ready?
Yep, whenever you are.
Okay. Awesome. Perfect. Sweet. Welcome back.
We're back.
Episode 2. Season 2. Episode 2. TD.
Episode 18 as well.
TDTG.
All time.
We got some questions from you guys. Super awesome that you guys have been sending in questions. I didn't even know that we were doing that.
We diving into those first?
Yeah, well, let me tell you about this accident I saw today first.
Okay.
Because I will forget.
Yeah.
I was going to my work office to get my check. I got a new job. And I was going to get my check, and on the highway there was a bunch of traffic, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm steaming angry.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, there's probably an accident. Lo and behold, we pull up to where the accident was, and there was like a small crane hoisting up this like trailer for a semi.
Okay.
And the front of it, like the part that attaches to the truck, is like all charred and black, like it had been on fire.
Yeah.
And the base of this big pole, I don't know if it was like a telephone pole or what, but the base of it was also all charred and black. And on the back of this like flatbed trailer on this big ass like I don't know if it's like some kind of tow truck or what.
Yeah.
But the actual truck for the semi, the actual truck itself was like all smashed, and it looked like, have you ever been to like a recycling plant, like a junkyard where you can scrap your car and they mash the car into like a cube? It looked like that. On the highway. It was like so, I mean, that guy.
Do you have any predictions of what could have possibly happened?
I know that semi-truck drivers drive for a long time, and they fall asleep a lot. A lot of them are on like serious stimulants that keep them awake and everything. And I mean
I was a truck driver for a weekend, and
yeah,
that,
that's right.
So I understand
that exact thing happened to you.
Yeah.
So they like, if a semi is veering at all into your lane, a lot of times it's because they're falling asleep. It's really frightening stuff.
Yeah.
I've fallen asleep a bunch while driving, so I understand it too. But
we all have. Who hasn't?
I imagine he fell.
It's a very normal thing.
I imagine he fell asleep and like wrecked into this pole. And I mean, there was a big fire. Obviously, I don't know. I didn't see what happened, obviously, but yeah. I hope the dude's all right, but. It seems
maybe
unlikely.
I mean, if there was any like news things,
I haven't looked.
Articles.
Yeah, I'm sure there's at least one.
Yeah.
St. Louis Today.
Yeah. CNN. Fox.
Yeah, one of them. I did get a new job. I wanted to talk about this last time.
All right.
We were busy in April, huh?
Wait, before you do.
Okay.
Let me look at your mic.
My mic?
Yeah. Let's just swivel it. Okay, here, I'm going to do this.
Go ahead. Sounds like there's something swimming in my Sprite.
There is. All right, now talk now. Just how you were.
Okay, I'm talking now.
That's better.
Is that better?
I think.
Good.
Yeah, you could keep it like close and all that.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah.
We were busy April.
Yeah, we had a busy April, huh?
Yeah.
We kept having scheduling conflicts. Maybe twice or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
We kept trying to record, and we just
what
couldn't.
went wrong.
I don't either. I can't remember. I'm
Something
sure I can
did.
sift through some.
I was wrapping up school, and then...
I was starting a new job. I'm a taper now. I'm in the union.
Taper.
Yeah.
Tell us about the taper.
Yeah, so, I go from, like, you put up the drywall, right?
Yeah.
And the taper, is the one... I don't put up the drywall. I work with the guys that do.
Okay.
And I basically follow the guys who are hanging the drywall.
And
then I put the tape on there, tape and the mud. Right?
You're the mudder as well, but your official title is taper?
Taper, yeah.
Okay.
And, basically I'm learning how to make the drywall seamless, because when you put the pieces together, there's the little seams and everything.
Yes.
So that is my job, my new career.
Are you enjoying it thus far?
Doesn't take off. Well, there's there's a lot I'm enjoying about
Yeah.
it. You know, waking up at 4:30 is not one of them.
Yeah.
Went to a Cardinals game yesterday, and I was up till about 10:30, 10:45-ish, and had to get up at like 4:30. That was rough. But I'm off at 2. So
Is that like an
3.
8-hour day still?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's like awesome in a way, but 4:30.
It's
You're
tough.
not a morning person, are
At
you?
all. At all. I mean, I was just telling the guy today who's training me,
Yeah.
I'm like, there was something wrong
Yeah.
on one of the parts that we did, and I asked him, I was like, did I do that?
Yeah.
And he goes, no, you didn't do that section. And I go, oh. I was like, I don't even remember what I've done.
Yeah,
I
you're
was
just
like,
kinda
I don't
out
even
of it.
remember what I did this morning.
Yeah.
It takes me a long time to wake up.
Yeah.
I'll be physically awake, but not mentally at all.
Just, yeah. I guess with that, just stay safe, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Be alert enough to where you can evade danger.
Yeah, it's like an autopilot for sure. Yeah.
It's
I
just
hurt my finger today.
Oh,
but-
that one?
Yeah, actually. It was that one. That's very strange. I mean, I didn't hurt it bad. I just like my hands were sore.
Yeah.
So I was doing this and I like hit my finger on
Oh.
something really hard, like
Yeah.
just whacked it on there. I was like, ooh, that wasn't good.
Yeah.
But like I don't really
I just saw like your
Remember it.
fingernail was a little.
that's just from me chewing my fingernails. I'm sick.
I need help.
But yeah, no, I do like it. I mean, it's a good career path. It's not like a passion, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I do like
This
it. I
is
like
our
it.
passion.
This is our
right
passion.
here.
But I like it a lot better than going to UPS and getting
Yeah.
yelled at for things that I'm not even responsible for and whatnot. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Now,
So
even the schedule. Do you prefer this
yeah,
schedule?
definitely. Yeah, being off at 2 and having like I said, I went to
Yeah.
a Cardinals game yesterday.
Yeah.
I went to work, got off, took a shower, went to a Cardinals
Yeah.
game, went to bed, woke up, went to work.
You see
know?
more daylight. You do
Yeah.
more civilian
Oh,
things.
I feel way more alive. Definitely more civilian
Yeah.
things. I feel like I'm part of society again.
Yeah.
And I don't lose my voice every
You're right.
14 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, like before. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And you get paid more too, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I get paid less per hour. I took a pay
Okay.
cut, but I'm working
More
more
hours.
hours. And
Yeah.
then in like a year.
The ceiling's higher.
Way
in the sense you could. There's more places for you to go.
Yeah.
And
Well, I worked at UPS for 4 years, and if I work here for 4 years, I'll be making about almost a little less than double what I was making at UPS after 4 years.
yeah.
So I won't disclose any actual numbers
Pay
because it's none of
stubs.
your business.
Yeah.
But in like a year, I'll be back to what I was at UPS. That took me about 4 years to get to.
Yeah.
You know, so
That's cool.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool.
So anyway, yeah, cool.
Yeah. I also got a new job.
Did you wear
Well, same place, just a different.
position?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. So that's neat.
that is neat.
I
Are you
don't.
gonna talk about it? At
I'll
all?
tell you a little bit about it. Yeah. So my title is cybersecurity engineer.
Okay.
Okay. And then pretty much it's centered in Austin, Texas, but I can work from home. Have I already disinterested you?
No.
Okay. Okay, good. No, yeah. It's centered in Austin, Texas. It's like a hybrid. So I like work in person and then work at home as well. People.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Bunch of babies
Yeah.
crying.
Yeah. Huh. Anyway, I was couldn't think on my feet to make a joke about that.
That's okay.
These things happen,
Yeah.
you know. Once we're getting this back weekly, it'll be over.
Yeah,
Like, jokes
yeah.
will. Yeah, anyway, my job. So half the time I'll be like making tools and like developing things, which I don't know how to do.
Making like tools.
Yeah, security tools. So like
Okay.
the most basic.
You're not like smithing.
No,
hammers
no,
and whatnot. Okay.
That would be sick. But unfortunately, no.
Yeah.
Just like a firewall. Okay,
Right.
that's like the most basic example. You know, so I'd be helping develop those.
Yeah.
And then the other half. Here's what's interesting. I'll be looking at customer facilities. So the tools we're developing, we're gonna kind of go to those facilities and kind of, I guess, recommend those tools to these customers and install them as well.
Yeah.
So, and these customers, anybody can apply. And when I say anybody, I mean anybody on Earth. So I could be traveling I could hop the pond.
Really?
Yeah, for this
just
job.
for work?
Half the time. So I'll be
Wow.
traveling like around the world half the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You get paid like traveling wages?
Yeah, so it's like I don't want to give too much detail, but like
Yeah.
it's covered. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Because I know like
I don't that won't come out of my pocket. I guess. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, of course. I know like my dad has he'll have to go. He's a truck driver.
Yeah.
Not one of the dangerous ones. He just drives during the day. He doesn't drive across the country.
Yeah.
But there are times where he does have to go to different states during like an emergency,
Yeah.
like a natural disaster. Like he went to
New York.
no, he went to Kentucky during those fires? No, during the tornado.
Oh,
During that really gnarly tornado.
the
he went
Kentucky tornado.
there. Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
But I mean, he's dealt with the fires. I can't remember where he went for the fires. He's dealt with hurricane stuff in wherever the last hurricane was. I
Florida.
sound like a liar right now because I can't think of it. But when he goes there, when he leaves, he's making like serious like. I think he's making like more than overtime just for driving.
Just because it's
away.
off the bat and
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like short notice, and he's got to go so far.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's cool. I mean,
yeah, I wasn't sure if it was anything like that for.
No, yeah, I don't get reimbursed any extra. It's kind of
Right, it's
part
your
of the
normal.
job.
Okay,
Yeah,
it's your normal
yeah.
ways.
So it's not unexpected. It's
Yeah.
what I signed up for.
Because I know that when I was talking to the guy to get this job,
Yeah.
like a union representative, he
Yeah.
was in the same union that I'm in. There's a career where they travel around the country. I think just the country, but they spray they like paint the water towers, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of traveling, but they make like seriously good money. But then like to sustain like a family,
Yeah.
it's like a terrible career path.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
it's a lot
Definitely.
of money. So
Definitely.
I mean, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
what kind of life do you want to
I
live?
had to divorce my wife for this.
Right,
And
naturally.
abandon my children.
Yeah, it's a shame, but
Yeah.
it's worth it. I mean, it's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money, Not our
So-
passion, though.
So, all right, cool. Now we know what our jobs are.
Yeah. We're
We could talk about these questions. I forgot to set a timer. That's what I noticed while you were in the middle of talking. but
Well,
we
let me-
kind of have an idea. Still,
yeah.
right?
I have an exact idea of how deep we're in.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 13 minutes.
Oh,
13
okay.
minutes and 10 seconds.
Perfect. That's
11,
perfect.
12, 13.
Daniel Cormier did grab the towel. I think he's still saying but
He's just,
I just
Yeah, he's
saw- I
fibbing.
got a Twitter
He's fibbing.
notification. The new Karate Kid should have been not new, but the previous one should have
With
been
Jaden?
called. Yeah, with Jaden Smith should have been called the Kung Fu Kid, right? Obviously. Let's talk about these questions. We got a few, a couple people.
that was your segue into these questions. Just Daniel Cormier and then Jaden
Yeah,
Smith as the Karate Kid.
I was flowing naturally into it.
Seamless.
So I don't know. I mean, I think on this app that you showed me, it doesn't say the names of the people who sent them.
That's anonymous.
Your Snapchat wasn't. So
It wasn't anonymous. I don't know.
We'll just keep
I'm
it-
sure
we'll keep-
these people wouldn't care,
Yeah,
but
we'll
we'll
just
keep
keep
it
it anon.
anonymous
We'll
for
keep it anon.
consistency. Yeah.
Should you bring Danish back? Danish.
He's here.
He's here right now. Good to see you, buddy.
He doesn't watch these videos. He won't get mad at that.
Oh.
Maybe.
Thought on faster than light travel. So does that mean that like if I'm able to travel faster than light, what is your?
I think it's a very open-ended question. It's not even. Maybe it's a question, but maybe is it possible?
It sounds more like a demand. Thought on faster than light travel.
Give me your thoughts
Give
on
me your
faster
thought.
of light
Yeah, it's not
travel.
a question. It's
period.
a demand.
Yeah. Which
Just
means we
joking.
won't answer it.
Just joking, RB.
We like to have fun here.
We like to have
Yeah,
fun
RB.
here. RB. Like the restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know what this person is talking about though, to tell you the truth.
On thoughts on faster than light speed?
Like so like
It's up to interpretation, I think.
Really?
Whatever your thoughts are, that's what he wants.
really?
Yeah.
I know that when I wake up in the morning
Yeah.
and I have to pee really bad, that's about how quickly I go from my bed to the toilet.
Faster than light
Faster than light.
to the toilet.
To the toilet.
Okay.
The toilet.
So it's achievable
Obviously.
in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Lights, dude.
I don't know what to. I don't know.
I think it's achievable. I'm curious of how, like, if we had a
faster than
Danish,
light.
what the speed of light would be, like how many miles per hour?
Not the speed of light. Faster than that.
Yeah, what would that would be quick. That would be pretty quick, guys.
Yeah.
Here's what you should do. We're going to direct you, he doesn't fund us, but we'll direct you to Vsauce because I'm sure he has a video over the speed of light.
Yeah, Vsauce. Never heard of it, but
Yeah.
I am his number one fan.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the Ukrainian conflict, which this was sent to you, it looks, today?
No, this was a
Oh.
bit ago.
Yeah, I was going to say. I mean, it's weird to me how it's weird to me how the pandemic was kind of fizzling out, and then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
everyone's freaking out about Ukraine and Russia,
Yeah.
right? And then this was sent to you probably mid-April, it looks like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, now we're about 3 to 4 weeks out from that, and nobody's really talking about
That's
the
a good point.
Ukraine-Russia thing. Everyone's
know.
talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, which you
Which is
brought
something
up.
I brought up before it was all the rage.
You brought it
I
up.
stood with Johnny Depp before any of you
brought that
fools.
up. You brought that up a long time ago.
We
dude.
were ahead of the curve.
Like early in the podcast,
Yeah.
you brought that up, which is crazy because I was like, dude, what are you talking about?
Nobody cares.
I don't think I said that, but I probably thought it. But I mean, wow.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Everyone's
later.
talking about
Yeah, it's
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp right now. Nobody
Yeah.
cares about the Ukraine now, or just Ukraine.
that's what took over. That's what took over.
There's always
It was
something.
COVID, then Ukraine, then Johnny Depp.
And Amber Heard, which, and by the way, is more fun than the rest to talk about.
Yeah.
But there's
Definitely more entertaining.
There's always one thing that kind of takes over the headlines and everything like
Yes.
that. What's the
Yes.
next thing going to be?
Yeah.
You know, and then nobody will be talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
If
It's
any-
so strange.
If any of you are on Twitter, there's those, like, you go to news and there's those tabs, right? It used to be COVID first, then it moved over for the war, and then they were all deleted for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard.
Yeah.
Bonkers.
So,
What was the question?
thoughts on Ukrainian conflict?
That's right.
I mean, I don't even know anything about it these days.
I don't.
You know,
There's not really any new developments.
really,
I
not that we've heard of. I'm sure something new
You know,
has happened in the past.
I will
month.
say this: I haven't really been looking. I don't really
I
seek
don't
out
see- yeah, I
news
don't seek
unless
that out at
if it's
all.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, because
Yeah.
that's entertaining to me.
Yeah, the news I seek
I
out
may
is like
be a
video
bad
game
person.
news and movie news.
Yeah.
you know, like
News that don't
that doesn't
really
have an
matter,
effect on
you
the
know.
globe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So if tells a lot about our character, but
yeah, we're bad people.
I don't know.
Well,
yeah.
no, I mean, keeping up with some of this stuff is so toxic, and it makes you just sad. I don't want to be sad all the time.
Yeah,
I'd rather think about video games and movies than
yeah.
war, people dying.
Yeah.
Tragic. Dude, my friend, let me see if I can find this.
All right.
Man, he messaged me and he said like something like, man, it's really okay. Here, I found it instantly.
Okay.
Dude, this war in Ukraine is so interesting to watch. It's basically the first modern war with two modern powers fighting each other, but there's a mix of old equipment and new equipment clashing. I love it, man. I said I'm not paying attention to it because I hate to see innocents die needlessly and tragically. He made a joke, won't read it. I said war is the most disgusting disgraceful way to solve anything. Like, I think he was just saying something. He was, because I went into all this stuff. I said, like, kids get killed, the rich get the poor to kill each other for their own gain, whatever. You know, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into all that. And then I was like, he said, like, people are destroying multi-million-dollar tanks with $100,000 handheld rockets, which is a crazy trade, right?
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, that actually is pretty interesting. I said, you know what I would love? If they just fought with swords. If two modern countries had a full-fledged war with nothing but swords and knives and like, bows. No, I said no innocents
That'd be
would get
bad.
killed that way. Why would that be bad?
No, I mean, like, I think it'd be better because there'd be
way better
less
than just
less
massive explosions,
less
happening
destruction,
everywhere.
but just kind of like I think
It'd be boring.
I think with that there is less people willing to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Fight with, you know,
Definitely.
like I would rather just get obliterated by a bomb,
right.
as opposed to get shanked to death.
That's fair.
But the thing is, like, you know, we live in a country where like you can volunteer for that thing.
Yeah.
A lot of countries don't have that choice.
No, they say,
Yeah.
hey, pack your stuff.
Yeah.
We're leaving.
Yeah. So that. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's my thoughts on the
You know,
Ukraine.
we take things for granted.
Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah.
I mean, but so let's get into these questions that they asked you on Send It.
Yes. On Send It. They're anonymous.
Yeah.
So if you ever see another one of these things again on one of our stories, they're anonymous.
Go ahead.
And if you
do
don't
it.
want to be anonymous, just swipe up like RB and
on
D
on Snapchat,
and
yeah.
D did, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, for sure, send us these if you have anything interesting. It's kind of cool, actually. I like talking about the notes, but this is cool too.
Yeah.
This one just says, "Can we be besties?" It's anonymous, so yes.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Hopefully I don't get a call later saying, hey, you said we could be besties. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was you.
Yeah.
Or I'll get really excited and then, yeah, sure. Yeah, we can be besties.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? This says red flags for guys and girls.
Oh.
That's actually an interesting one because I'm just an idiot when it comes to all that, right?
I'm colorblind.
I totally socially unaware. I just stumble into every relationship I've been in. It always happens by accident. So, I mean, I'll say that if I'm talking to a girl, let's take me back to when I was a single man, right?
Okay.
If I was talking to a girl, the red flags would be like if she like snapped like something, if she got like a weird attitude about something silly right away.
Yeah.
That might be based on past stuff though.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot of people think like it's a red flag if like a guy or a girl doesn't like text back very fast because it's like who isn't on their phone all the time?
Yeah.
You know, like I mean, you know, like especially if you message somebody and they don't message you back for like a long time.
Yeah.
But then when you're with them, they're on their phone the whole time. That's a big red flag.
Yeah.
Guy or girl.
I didn't even think about that.
So I mean, that's something that I've noticed with just people. Red flags for guys would be like
put yourself in some high heels.
I mean, it could be like
Stereotypical.
if I was
Monster tattoo.
Definitely a monster tattoo is a big red flag. Big red flag. I think a lot of times how much a guy cares about how he looks.
Okay.
Or how he's perceived is what I should say. Is
like he cares a lot about what others think of him.
What people think about
Okay.
him. Yeah, but that's for guys
Kind
and
of.
girls.
It's also kind of hard to like tell, right away.
Oh, to
Like if
Well, if he like is wearing no, because that could just
like
be
a
his
pink
style.
button-down shirt and some black jeans and some Sperry's.
Yes. No, I mean, I don't know. What a good question. I mean, I don't pay attention to that stuff. I really just notice a red flag whenever it's happening.
It's too late. I mean, yeah, I would say maybe I don't know.
A lot of things were red flags whenever I was younger. Like girls that hung out with a lot of guys, like didn't have very many like female friends. They just hung out with a bunch of guys. That would have been a red flag.
Yeah.
Girls who cared too much about their makeup and stuff, that would have been a red flag. But now, like as an adult, then I mean, people are just the way they are, you know. And then if you get to know them and figure out why it is that they do that, then it makes sense to you. So it's like sometimes girls just don't click with other girls. Like there is no like to me there is no like immediate red flags now.
Yeah, it's you know
like I don't know. All that stuff was like a big deal whenever I was younger, but now I don't really think about any of it. So it's kind of hard to answer that. Wow, what a good question. Wish I didn't read it. I don't know. I feel like I didn't answer it at all.
Because, I mean, here, I guess, I don't know. I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah.
But there's some, like, TikTok dancers out there.
Yeah.
You know. But then, like, what if I, like, fall in love with a TikTok dancer somewhere down the line?
Right,
you know?
We
don't know if they're all
my
bad.
My niece does, like, TikTok dances when there's no music or video or anything like that. So how about that? That's a red flag. She's just dancing with her arms, only her arms, to nothing. To nothing. So that's a red flag.
There's new okay, you know, maybe when we're big and famous, our main audience will be a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah.
And by then, our advice for red flags will be outdated. You know?
True. Did the chicken or the egg come first?
I believe the chicken.
I mean, it's an age-long question, right? I mean, it's never been answered.
How would an egg produce another egg?
Right. So, I mean, what an impossible one to answer. Because then, I mean, I could just say, how would there be a chicken with no egg? And then you would say, well, how would there be an egg with no chicken? And then we could just make that same point back and forth for decades. Yeah. Right? So
I'll go chicken.
I'll take the egg just for conflict purposes.
Okay.
Just so we can leave kind of mad at each other, like with a bad taste in our mouth over the fact that we disagreed about which came first, the chicken or the egg.
That'll do it.
Are you a cat person or a dog person? I have both. I have a bunch of dogs. I have 3, but it feels like I have 49 of them. Yeah. And I have 1 cat. My cat recently has been such a menace, knocking stuff over, peeing in anywhere but her litter box. My dog saved my life. So I'm going to say I'm a dog person. And by saved my life, I mean I was in a pit of despair and anguish and agony and just pain overall. Yeah. And then I found her on Craigslist. And I said, well, I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And then, I mean, having her in my life gave me a totally new purpose that I never really felt like I had prior. So I know that's not a dog's responsibility. That's not their. Yeah. That's not the reason they exist, but that's just how it happened this time. So you know. Are you a cat person or a dog person?
I mean, I'll say this. I'll go dog person just because I haven't really been around cats, and I don't resent cats. Yeah. But I'm a dog person, I think.
I do love my cat very much, dude. She went missing. She's an indoor cat, and she got out. Like, I noticed she wasn't in the house, and I had to go to work, so I like drove around the neighborhood and looked for her for a little bit, but I had to leave for work, and there was like supposed to be like a wicked snowstorm that night. Yeah. And then the snowstorm came, and she never came in, so I'm like freaking out, thinking that she like froze to death. I went crazy. Like I went to the library and printed out flyers with a photo of her on them. I asked people on Facebook, like if anybody lives close to me, like look in your backyard one time. You know, that just doing that could help. I downloaded this like neighborhood app. You know, it's like people close to you, like if you're like, hey, somebody's been playing their music real loud.
Yeah.
Just stuff like that.
Just troubleshooting.
Yeah. I went to all the, or I called all the animal shelters. I went to one because they post on their website found animals. Okay. I saw a cat on there that looked like mine, and I went there and it wasn't her. I got so upset. I walked around there's a creek right behind my house. I walked around it in the snow. Like I walked up the creek in the snow, me and one of my other friends. So I mean, like, and then I was at work one night and Jess like called me and she's like, "Oh my God, I found her." And like, she was like, her breath was like, her voice was shaky, you know,
trembling.
Like, yeah. So like, I like almost just started crying at work, you know. I was just like, dude, yeah, that was a rough. I mean, she was missing for like 9 days during a snowstorm. Like it was crazy.
I was gonna say, like, how could you like? I mean, everything you just stated, that had to be like a decent amount of time.
Yeah. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was a crazy time.
Thing. So that being said,
I still would consider myself a dog person. I mean, and Jess had pointed out too, like if that was Asa, if that was my dog missing, it would have been
devastating.
Like, it would have been. Oh man, I wouldn't have been able to get out of bed. But she stays close. Like she freaks out when she can't see me.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, she's like, she stays close. If she goes outside,
she's smart.
Yeah, she's
in
pretty
that
smart.
sense, at least.
So, yeah. Anyway, the next question is: show me on the doll where he touched you.
All right.
So
fortunately, here we do have. Doll.
No doll?
No.
Right here. He touched me there.
And then he touched me. I don't want to talk about it. No, I hit somewhere. I don't know.
What brought the dude and the guy together?
Fate.
Fate.
Next question.
So, what time are we at?
We're at 32 minutes.
32 minutes?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I would love to talk about that last, but I'm not going to because I'll forget or I'll get caught up in something else. So I'll just say we met because we were both a part of the same wrestling team.
That's correct.
Had a pretty similar passion for it. I mean,
yeah.
It was like everything to me at the time. So then but we really didn't get close till after because I had graduated. You were still friends with Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis and Chase and etc. Steve. I should mention more, or else people will get upset.
Right.
But I'm not.
Right. You're right.
There was this brotherhood that I had joined.
Yeah, but I was still really close with a couple of them.
Yeah.
So then we all just started hanging out, and like we hung out like every day for like a year straight.
Just sat on a couch doing nothing.
Yeah,
talking.
The basement. You know, like just the basement.
Yeah.
It was like that 70s show. It was like our own version of that 70s show.
We just would talk and do stuff, and then
play games. Like it just silly, just be silly. I mean that's how we like met and started hanging out. And then there was a time I was gonna do a podcast with one of my friends, and I was telling you about it.
Yeah.
And you like it didn't. I guess maybe
this is something you've been wanting to do for a while.
Yeah, but the way
it's brewing up inside you. Yeah,
and the way I'm kind of recollecting it, it seems like I was like, yeah, that'd be cool, but whatever. And then like never did it. Never even felt like I was going to. And then you were like, we should really do that.
Yeah.
And you were like, even if it's just me and you. And I was like, yeah, but I mean, because originally it was going to be me and him.
Okay.
And then you were going to be like
the Danish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I remember that.
So then you were like, well, we should do it anyway. I was like, I'm not going to be able to get him to do it. I can't even get him to hang out, you know, or whatever. And
he doesn't like me.
Then just me and you can do it. And I'm like, we could, and then originally I was thinking like, so what? I'm just going to talk to I can't just talk for, an hour at a time. And then, because originally we were thinking about just doing the same thing. Like you would be my Danish still, and it would just be me.
Oh, okay, maybe.
And then I
barely remember.
Yeah, and then I think we just kept kind of going back and forth and just kept ping-ponging stuff until we reached. Then we were, because we've talked about this before, like how we were struggling to come up with ideas of what the podcast was even going to be, what our niche was going to be, which I still doesn't even exactly feel like we have one, but that's okay. Our niche can be that we have no niche.
Yes. And I feel like, yeah.
So, I mean, and we just kept ping-ponging ideas back and forth, talking about it, what we were going to call it. Titling the podcast was like the hardest thing ever. But for some reason, the dude and the guy came. I mean, it's so like dumb, and it's
a lot of people were upset by this name.
Really?
I think. I mean, I don't know.
I love it because
I like it as well.
It doesn't seem that creative, but it really kind of is. Like our personalities are so just completely different. You know, like it's so crazy. But yeah, I mean,
I'll say this. I think. We think very similarly, but we're in different fonts.
Yeah. Similar. Wow, neither of us can say similar. Have a stroke every time we try to say it.
Similar messages, different fonts.
Yeah, like we definitely have like similar morals and stuff like that. Like when it comes down to like the real stuff, I think we don't differ that much. But I mean, we don't even agree on whether the chicken or the egg came first. So we're really not that close.
No, we don't know each other at all.
But yeah, I mean, it just kind of it came from it, like the original idea versus what actually came of it is so miles apart. But
I think
our origin story.
Yeah, I think what was missing, you had a vision, but we just needed commitment. We needed some sort of commitment.
That is true. And also, I knew I couldn't do it without somebody who was privy to.
Privy.
Yeah, you like that?
Good, yes.
Just like good with the stuff, good with this side of it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So. Yeah.
Here we are.
Like at the time, especially, I felt like I was creative enough and like out there enough, and to like do it. But I just knew I didn't have the knowledge, knowledge needed.
Yeah, this all went down roughly 2 years ago.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, wow! If you would have asked me how long ago it was, I would have told you I have no clue at all.
Yeah,
because 2017 to 2020 are like. Just all feel like one day.
Yeah.
One really long day or one really long nightmare. A lot of it is, a lot of it blends together. A lot of it I don't remember.
Yeah.
Which is probably good.
We made it out the other end.
Here we are. I mean, the Sprite is always greener on the other side.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's what brought us to. I don't know if they meant like the podcast or if they meant what brought us together originally. Originally, wrestling.
How's it worded specifically?
It says, what brought the dude and the guy together. So maybe I think it is asking what brought you and me. I pointed to me when I said you, and I pointed to you when I said
That's weird.
Me.
You could say that
me.
though, yeah.
What brought us together? So I mean, wrestling. Wrestling is how we met, and then a few mutual friends is how we got tight.
Yeah, I don't remember like the first time like I've ever hung out with you at all.
I don't either. I don't remember the first time meeting you or anything.
No,
I don't remember any of that.
It's just all a blur.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember the first time I met a lot of the people close to me. It seemed like a natural thing that happened. I know the first time I ever hung out with Joe, I didn't really hang out with him. We gave him a ride home. I asked the person next to me, the person driving. I was in the passenger seat. Joe was in the back. I asked the driver a question. Joe answered it. I said, I wasn't talking to you, dickhead.
Yeah.
And I was just like joking.
Yeah.
But I don't think he knew I was joking because he didn't know me.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that, actually.
I might have talked about it on the podcast. Yeah, but
You know the tale.
If
you're a real fan, you know the tale.
If you're a diehard.
Yeah.
Is water wet? That's another age-long...
I guess no.
Really?
Because it's like the water... Like that.
It's a tough one.
Something can't be wet without water. Like, yeah.
But water is a bunch of water on top of more water.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the water is making the water wet.
Yeah, but I haven't really thought about this enough.
Yeah.
It's
a tough one though.
Yeah, and the straw thing, like, It's similar to like does a straw have two holes, or
Yeah.
does it just one hole?
Or just one hole.
Yeah.
And then remember, I said, well, a donut only has one hole. So if you stretch out a donut,
Yeah.
you're not adding another hole.
Yeah.
Right? And remember when I said that,
Yeah.
it shut everything. Everyone was like, oh.
But
then we kept arguing. Somehow it got re-sparked.
I would like to say this isn't the water thing at all.
Oh,
but
yeah. It's just in the same realm of...
I wanted to, but my to combat that, I guess I brought up the macaroni principle. So if you take a straw, and bend it this way, see that?
That's
straw.
One hole, two hole, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, that's kind of the same thing, right? I can make the same argument. If I stretch a donut out like this and make it a phone shape or a macaroni shape.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, we could go on and on.
Yeah.
Is water wet? I would say that it is, but as I've previously stated, I'm an idiot.
And I'll say no.
Okay.
This
question is, who has the better style? It depends.
Yeah. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as well as judgment on style.
Yeah. I would say as far as that goes, you probably have the better style. But I'm always very comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm wearing sweatpants right now and a t-shirt.
This is all an act as well. I don't always wear this. I actually wore this to work today, so in that sense I did wear this. But don't tell anybody, but behind the scenes, like I could.
But if we were going somewhere,
mm-hmm.
if we got invited to an event,
yeah, I would probably wear a V-neck.
Really?
Yeah.
And what kind of pants?
Joggers. In the fall or spring, but otherwise I'd wear shorts.
Really?
Yeah.
Like an event, not like just to go.
What
and hang
sort
out.
of like? Okay, define event then.
Like, let's say we both get. You going to the wedding in June?
Oh, wasn't invited. What wedding? Are we allowed to say?
No.
Okay.
I mean, probably, but I'm not going to.
All right.
So, okay, let's say we both got invited to that wedding, right?
Oh, I think I know what it is, but go on.
What would you wear to that wedding?
That I would wear. What do you wear to a wedding? At least a button-down shirt tucked into some slacks.
Right. I could wear this exact outfit to a wedding.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a black and gray T-shirt that has stains on it from the
mood.
Oh, it's caulk. This is caulk.
Oh, the caulk.
Yeah, I got caulk on my shirt. I'm wearing sweatpants. I'm wearing joggers with like a bunch of holes in them. One right next. Maybe I wouldn't wear these joggers.
Okay.
But then I would also wear these shoes. They're boots. They also have a bunch of caulk and mud on them. Oh. This is what I wear to work.
Yeah.
I would wear this close to this exact outfit. If these sweatpants didn't have the holes in them that they do, I would wear this exact outfit. So, as far as like who looks better, I'd probably go with you on that.
I'm flattered,
but who is more comfortable? I would say me probably, like in a situation like that. But I think traditionally, like if you're just hanging out, we're probably equally comfortable and equally non-stylish.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll never wear a button-up shirt and and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess in that sense, dressing preppy, I have more style.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm way more casual. That's how we landed on this name.
That's right. We can't be the same people.
We can't
It'd be
the
boring.
Same people. Then it'd
be boring.
The person and the person.
Yeah.
Podcast. Boring.
Be stupid.
Boo.
Nobody would watch.
Boo. The person and the person.
Sucks.
What is the last thing you ate?
Oh shoot.
I'll go. I had the little like cheeseburger rollers from the gas station, as well as a bag of jalapeno kettle chips, Lay's jalapeno kettle chips.
Cheeseburger roller?
Yeah, dude.
Is it just like
it's like a little
beef and little things of cheese in it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very good.
Yeah.
They're very
7-Eleven QT?
good. Yeah, 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
QT had them for a minute there, but they got rid of them, I guess. They were really great. They were like ruining the grills.
Oh.
They are really good, but when you're eating them, you're kind of just like, ooh, this is not good for me.
Yeah.
You know, you're in the middle of eating it. You're like, I can tell this is having effects.
My heart is
health.
slowing down.
Yeah.
Better chug this monster to get everything speed.
I'm glad you said that.
You made that joke, actually.
I did?
In the past, yeah.
What did I say?
Okay, I think we were at a Steak and Shake or something. And, like, I don't know if we were eating 7x7s or what, but they're like, oh, that's, you know, like this burger, like, you know, me eating like this all the time, it slows down my heart. So every now and then I have to, like, crack open an energy drink, a NOS or a Monster.
Speed it back up?
Speed up my equilibrium or whatever.
Wow. Decent joke, man. I'm hilarious.
Yeah.
Decent joke, but bad logic.
Are you glad that I brought it up because of that?
I started this job April 18th.
Okay. It's the May 12th.
I started on April...
Almost a month ago.
Yeah, April 18th. That weekend, so the 16th and the 17th, I drank my last Red Bull.
Oh.
Since I started the job, I've had 2 cold brew black coffees from Monster, and then 1 Monster, original Monster.
Yeah.
And that's it. I've been drinking a bunch of soda. Got to chill on that. But energy drinks, I've almost completely cut out, which is pretty wild for me, especially because of the tattoo. The guy training me goes, he goes, the first day I met him, he goes, wow, you must really like Monster. I go, yeah, man, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other day, he crushed this Rip It is an energy drink.
Oh, okay.
He killed the rest of it, and then he goes, man, that Rip It gave me exactly what I needed today. And I go, yeah, I'm more of a Monster guy.
Yeah. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm in 3 in almost a month. 3 Monsters in almost a month. 2 of them are just like black coffee, which they probably have some stuff in it. But
sobriety.
Yeah, I mean that's what we're going for. As opposed to like I was drinking like 3 a day, 2 or 3 a day. You know, like yeah, and then like drink one right before bed. It's terrible lifestyle.
Do you ever like itch? Do you ever fiend for one? Or?
No, but when like, because that weekend I was slowing down on them significantly. So that Sunday I didn't drink one like for most of the day.
Yeah.
I don't think, or maybe it was that Saturday. I had like one of the most disgusting headaches I've ever had. Like that.
Just nasty withdrawals.
Yeah, the caffeine headache is probably one of the more excruciating pains. Like, as far as that goes. I mean, it's not like childbirth.
Right.
Kidney stones.
Right. No one could understand how that would feel.
Right. Well, some people would understand.
Nobody could fathom.
You have a sty?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Don't look at it.
I'm not. But I didn't even notice it.
The sty in my eye?
I didn't even notice it.
Why do I have a sty in my eye?
But
hold on. Okay. We're back.
We are back?
Yeah.
We're good to go?
Yeah.
We had a little bit of a technical difficulty. Do you know what time we're at?
48.
48. So we got approximately 12 to go. 12 give or take.
If so be it. Yes.
Yeah.
What did we last eat?
Yeah, I had a couple of cheeseburger rollers and a bag of Lay's jalapeno kettle chips.
Wonderful.
Mm-hmm. And the Sprite.
Yeah. I had this cup of water, and I had a Milky Way a while ago, and that was. I could give you my last meal.
Maybe that.
I hit up Taco Bell this morning, and I got a breakfast crunch wrap and a potato burrito that was like $1. So
Nice.
it was
As opposed to a dough.
yeah, exactly.
Impressive.
Countries up there.
Yeah. Man, I've been doing like some. That's all the questions. Awesome questions. Yeah, there was only a handful of them.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, definitely keep sending them though. That was a lot of fun. I would love to keep doing that. But I've been doing a lot of fishing lately. I almost went this weekend, but I think it got postponed. But I mean, I haven't been doing a lot of fishing. I haven't gone since I was a child, and my dad would make me go, and then kind of be like a dick while we were doing it. So I didn't like fishing. But lately, he's been asking me to go, and then we go and have fun. So that's been cool. But yeah, like last Saturday we went, and like there was like 7 of us, and we probably caught. I mean, I don't know the exact number, but we had a lot. We had a lot of fishies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
Yeah. We haven't yet, but we're going to.
Yeah, I've only been fishing once as a child.
Really?
So I caught something, but then yeah, I don't. I wasn't very entertained by it when I did it.
Yeah.
But I would
Well,
probably.
it's one of those things that's like super boring unless you're catching a bunch of fish. Then it's really exciting.
Yeah.
So,
Fair.
did we ever talk about how? Do you remember going when we went go karting together?
I do.
Have we ever talked about that on here? When we went, I asked the staff member. I said, hey, bro, which one of these is the fastest? And he told me the number, and I chose that one, and I won the race, right? And then, probably like the same weekend, or maybe a little bit later, we went to IHOP, and Eli was worried about his card declining. So I was paying right before him. He's like, I just got to make sure I have enough money. And he's like checking his phone, doing all that. So I went before him. I said, hey, man, his card is gonna,
He has suspicions that his card will decline.
I told him, I was like, it'll approve, but just tell him that it declined. And he goes, okay. And he did it. He goes, your card, hey, man, it says decline. It says decline. And he's like, guys, who can, and we're all like, I can't pay. He's like, who can pay for it? Who can pay for me? We're all like, I can't do it, man. And then finally he told, and like, I don't know what it was about like that particular time. I was just getting all these like,
Just finessing.
I was just being a menace. I was just getting these people on my side. They don't even know me.
Yeah. What's stopped you?
I don't know.
Not continue.
I don't know. Maybe we just stopped doing stuff like that. I can't remember, but man, I would love that was fun. That was like some of the most fun I had, just for no reason, getting these people involved. They don't even know. You like game shows? Did you ever watch them?
Survey says.
That would be one. I mean, that's one of.
Deputy.
Yeah. So, have you ever noticed that a lot of like game shows have like they have like 2 rounds like on TV, like in a 30-minute TV episode of a game show, they'll have like 2 rounds and then the points will be whatever they are. And then in the 3rd round, they'll be like, okay, now this one's worth 1,000,000 points and anyone can win. And it's like, okay, so then why did we have the first 2 rounds, you know? It seems kind of pointless. Like, you wasted probably 23 minutes of my time.
I have played Jackbox. Have you played?
I don't know.
Jackbox is a game.
That sounds familiar.
And it's like you connect your phones to like the TV.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then, like there's a bunch of games like that. And like, one of my friends are always like, oh, good thing, round 1, round 2 don't matter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Round 3 is where it's at.
Yeah, for what?
Yeah.
Then what do we do the first 2 rounds for? Yeah, I don't know, it's just kind of silly.
It's kind of like life, the first, what you do when you're up till you're 40 doesn't matter.
I would say that that's untrue. I would say that all the stuff that you do up to that point matters because it shapes you into the person that you are when you are 40.
Round 3, though.
So, yeah, I don't know. We disagree on that. So, how about when adults are walking, like, in between a door, and they, like, jump up and slap the frame?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Yeah, it oils the drywall.
Maybe I just get upset when people do it because I'm a below average height gentleman, and I am not very good at it, so then it upsets me.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be that, I'll have to do some reflecting and think about it. My brother once said, he goes, it got brought up somehow, and he goes, "Oh, I could survive a plane crash. I could survive a plane crash."
Yeah.
I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, all you gotta, you got the," and he's like trying to explain himself, and I'm like, "It's not up to you." In that situation, like
Yeah.
if it crashes and the whole thing
Yeah.
explodes,
Right.
and then like it got me thinking about like the human ego. Like, have you ever? A lot of people think they could survive a bear attack or something like that. Like
Yeah.
you can't. You
Yeah.
can't. A bear can swipe his paw and
pieces.
break like a moose's spine. A moose that is like over 1,000 pounds.
We are way more fragile.
Way more fragile than a moose. So I mean, yeah, their paws are massive.
Yeah.
Just destruction devices.
I don't know. There's some like I think about these things sometimes, like life and death situations. There's some that I'm like, oh yeah, I'd be screwed. But like, I think about what I have thought about is like a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I'd live.
Yeah.
I'd live.
Yeah.
Like,
But what about like, have you ever heard? Yeah, exactly. Would I? Like, you don't know what could happen.
ego.
It could also be like a group of people that kill you.
Yeah.
Like it might not be zombies that kill you.
yeah.
But have you ever heard somebody say like, "Oh, if you shoot me, you better kill me"? Like, okay, but if I shoot you and I don't kill you, guess what? You still just got shot. You're not gonna. What are you gonna beat my ass now that?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I killed you. Now go ahead, do what you're gonna do. Like, I don't know. The human ego is very strange in that sense.
Yeah.
Someone's been using my soap. I have special. I mean, it's not special. I have soap that I use because I have sensitive skin, so I get like the scentless. Like
Soap to scorch.
I get really really chill soap, not child soap. Don't know why that was even coming out of my mouth. I get very chill soap because of my sensitive skin, and when I go to use it, there's like hair on it and stuff, and I know it's not from me, and I feel a little weird about it.
Is there more to that?
No, I don't like people using my soap.
Okay.
I think I know who it is. What is the actual purpose of earwax? Does earwax have a purpose? It's just like a little snack.
That's not what I would
Is that all it's there for? It's just a snack. It's if we get hungry, we can just eat
I
our.
think it just acts as like, if I had, if let's say I'm 30, right?
Okay.
My child walks up to me. He's going to be asking me questions all day.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to, if I say I don't know, he's not going to be satisfied. So I have to come up with an answer.
Right.
And I would probably tell him that earwax acts as like a barrier to prevent things from going in, So like
Yeah, like if a
some
bug.
dust or like a bug,
Yeah.
it'll get caught in the earwax.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's how earwax develops. It's just a bunch of
Oh, stop!
dirt.
Stop! I hate
That's
you.
what grosses that.
I
the
hate-
snack.
I hate you for that. Yeah, because the snack was obviously not possible. But what you're saying, if I think about it, that might be the case.
I mean, that's what snack.
I did call it a snack.
Boogers are, right?
Yeah, that's your nose hairs are blocking out like stuff that
Dirt.
is like dangerous. When you go on a website and it says allow cookies, what are cookies? You're a cyber guy.
Put me on the spot here.
Now this is a note I took a long time ago. I've been thinking about this for a long time. It's not just because of your.
I don't know cookies like the back of my hand, but I do know like cookies are used to like for like advertisers, I believe.
Yeah.
So like if you like click on a website like, hey, do you want,
This website uses
that
cookies.
Like I guess like cookies will be like stored on your computer. So then when you go to other websites, like let's say like on Amazon you were looking at like I don't know,
Dishwashing
you
detergent.
want a 50 pack of Hershey's
Okay.
or dishwashing detergent. And then you go to another website and then all of a sudden you see like an advertisement for that.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
It's because you
Those are
allowed the.
cookies at play.
Okay.
Hopefully I'm not.
Yeah, I know. What if you're so wrong?
I'll have to research that later and follow up on you on that. But that is my knowledge of it.
Yeah, okay. This was just a bag of liquid because it had melted outside.
It's getting chunkier.
It's getting a little chunky, and it's very nasty in my hand.
Yeah, I'll still eat it.
Yeah, no doubt. Because it's going to become not nasty.
Yeah, once it just needs...
Throw that sucker in the freezer. You'll be all right.
Exactly.
What time are we at?
59 minutes. Did you have more
Ooh.
notes?
I mean, I got notes, but I think I just want to... A lot of them, I don't know what the hell they mean. Yeah, I don't know what they mean.
I don't have a note, but did you notice anything different about me other than...
Your sty?
Yeah.
Your beard?
No.
Your beard's different, though.
Look closer.
Your hair?
Look closely.
I don't know.
There's no way you could tell, but I remember we were talking about eyesight last episode. Right?
Oh!
I got LASIK.
I did. I saw something about that. Yeah.
That was a thing I did.
How is that going?
All right. I can. Not so good actually. It's good.
Well, I have cancer now,
I've
so.
noticed a difference. My right eye is slightly blurry than my left.
Is that going to improve?
Yeah, it's supposed to. And then I have follow-up appointments. So, and it's not going to be fully healed until like 5 months from now.
Yeah.
So, it's still in progress, but the procedure's been done. It was painful.
Was it really?
Yeah. I don't want to like discourage anyone from getting it, but they'll give you this thing called Valium. Right?
Okay, yeah, it's like a pain thing, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to relax you.
Oh, okay.
It affects people very differently,
Really?
There's people out there who are 500 pounds and there's people out there who are 90 pounds, right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So but they give you the same dose no matter who you are,
Yeah.
I was told some people, they it's supposed to relax. Some people just get knocked out from it, and then some people it doesn't affect them at all.
Right. So you had to take like a bunch, like a super high dosage of it because you're one of the... Yeah,
They just gave me one, and I did fall asleep during the procedure, but it did not when it was happening
It didn't help at all?
yeah, no, I slept in between, I took a mini nap. In
Yeah.
between, sessions,
You're
so,
screaming like they're
once
torturing
they
you.
were zapping my eye, I was not
Like
relaxed
arms,
at all.
your whole body is flailing except your head that they're messing with,
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So yeah.
Pass.
20/20 vision up in here.
Pass on that. I did have whenever I was a kid in fifth grade. What?
Go on.
In fifth grade, I saw an eye doctor and he said, "Wow, you're gonna need glasses."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then my mom got me glasses. Well, I broke them. I wore them for a little less than a day. They were hurting my head, so I took them off, put them in my book bag, go home, come back to school the next day, open my book bag, they're broken. So I'm like, okay, cool, I broke my glasses, no big deal. Fast forward to high school, I had to go get a physical. And then I took an eye exam, and I had perfect vision.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder, all these kids, these young kids that all have glasses, do they really need the glasses? Or will is their eyesight actually bad? Are eye doctors scamming parents into getting glasses for their kids? Because the kid isn't going to be like, no, but I can see perfectly fine. The eye doctors are going to be like, no, you can't. I'm an eye doctor.
Maybe the kid's having a bad day during the exam.
Yeah, they're distracted, the little ADHD kid or something.
Yeah.
Or is their eyesight bad, but then it improves as they grow, as they develop, so they don't need glasses. Because if you wear glasses as a kid, isn't that kind of halting your eye's ability to develop? They're like, we don't have to develop because we're already good. But then when you take the glasses off, you're like, that's weird. I can't see anything.
And here's something else. I don't know. I won't name this person, but they told me when they were a kid, they took eye exams and they would cheat. There'd be a paper on the wall, and they just memorize all the paper. Then they go back and sit down and just say it.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
So
Wow.
they could get a high score on the
Yeah.
exam. So kids are dumb.
Yeah.
You don't know what'll happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I got rear-ended at Taco Bell?
We all do. How it went.
This was a long time ago. Probably like a year ago, a little over, maybe 2. But I was in the drive-thru. I get up to the speaker. They say, "Hey, listen, we don't have any beef." I'm like, "Okay, but this is Taco Bell."
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm like, "All right, well, we'll just leave then."
No beef.
Yeah, they were out of beef, but there was a line, so I had to wait to get out of the parking lot. I was driving my Camaro at the time,
That sucks.
so I get rear-ended, right? I get bumped. I had Jess in the car and somebody else, and I look behind me. I see like these 2 blonde girls in the driver and passenger seats. I'm like, okay, and Jess is like, "Oh my God, they just hit us! They just hit us." And I'm like, yeah, but, like, it's just a car. Like, I don't really care about my stuff like that. So I'm like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Everybody's okay. Are you guys okay? Yes, okay. So it's not that big of a deal. So we drive through the thing. Finally, there's a Burger King right across the street. There's always a Burger King next to a Taco Bell. We'll talk about it later. So I drive across the street. And the girls follow me across the street into the Burger King parking lot. Burger King was closed. And they're like, "Oh my God, I think we hit you." I'm like, I had gotten out to look at the back of my car and nothing. There was nothing there, not even a little ding, no dent, no scratch, nothing. So I'm like, yeah, there's nothing there. She's like, "Do you want my insurance?" I'm like, no. I mean, she's probably like a 16-year-old girl, she was freaking out, and she was driving
She thought her life was over.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I'm like, it's really fine,
fair, yeah.
She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and she's like, she's driving this junky car, probably something her parents got her while she's a 16-year-old, I'm assuming, making up a story for no reason, but I was like, it's really not a big deal, I'm like, "Are you guys okay?" Everybody's fine. So, yeah. And she's like, "Thank you so much." I'm like, "You're welcome. I didn't do anything."
Yeah.
It's just a car. I don't know. People freak out about their cars, but they are a lot of money, so I get it. But you're already never gonna get as much as you paid for it, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. I mean, while we're on that subject,
Okay.
I don't know if you saw, but my friends and I went to Whataburger recently.
No, I didn't see that.
Oh.
In AL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you know that?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So.
I mean, it's plastered all over all your guys' store. Who doesn't know that you guys went?
I wasn't advertising. Yeah. For my saving grace. But yeah. No, we went to Whataburger. I drove my car, because I'm just that kind of guy.
Right.
Anyway, I drove. Everything was fine, You know how bad of a driver I am.
Yeah. Especially when you haven't had much sleep.
Yeah, exactly. That's when it gets frisky.
Right.
But yeah, my car was perfect. She was
Killing it?
killing it. Yeah.
Oh man, so good.
The Whataburger drive parking lot, I'm just starving.
Naturally.
And I just pull too much forward on the curb, and it makes a big crunch sound.
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone's like, "Oh my God!" I know, I'm not. It didn't faze me at all.
Right.
Because I've done it numerous times.
I bet you have. I bet you
So
have.
I'm like, "Oh, these things happen."
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like Lauren or someone was like, "Hey, you should probably check that." I'm like, "I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
These things happen all the time."
Yeah.
And, she walks in front of it, and she's like, "Hey, this is pretty messed up." I'm like, "Oh," and I go around, and the plastic flap is just flailing out the front. I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
Okay, that's not too
is
good.
new.
Yeah.
must have been the straw that broke the camel's back."
Yeah.
But so I'm like, okay, this is an issue. So I just bent it back up, and
With your bare hands.
yeah.
Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at you.
But yeah, it was just plastic, So we got duct tape to tape it back up, and the bottom of a car is so oily.
Yeah, you can't.
Duct tape, it's not gonna stick to anything.
Yeah,
And
obviously.
We got it up a little bit, but there's no way that's gonna hold it. And then I'm not worried about it because it's plastic. So if it just scrapes on the like the road.
Yeah.
No sparks are gonna be made. It's
Right.
just gonna get like hot and
Yeah.
like, maybe melt.
Yeah, just don't touch it with your
sand
hand.
Off. Yeah, you know, like so like I wasn't worried about it. You
Yeah.
know? So I guess my point is like cars are cars.
I mean,
Yeah.
As long as everyone's
it's
okay.
Fixed now. It's fixed now too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just required like some plastic screws.
Easy peasy.
Bolts. Easy. Ain't nothing to it.
All right, boys. I mean, we probably went a little deep that time. I'm happy to.
I mean, barely.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your time?
1:06.
Oh, really? Yeah, we're 110.
Okay.
105 last time.
Okay. 110's
Typically,
perfect.
Back in the day, we were like cranking out 120s.
I know, often.
So.
I mean, that's how we have. How much? I mean, what do we have? Like 20 plus hours? We probably have like 25 hours.
Above a day. Yeah.
I mean, look at us.
Yeah. Look at us. Who would have thought? I mean,
Send more questions in. That was awesome. I love
please.
doing that.
Please do that.
Do some fun ones. Do some silly ones. Do some interesting ones. I'm so down for it. That was fun. I liked that. And I mean, I'm running out of notes. Finally, I haven't been taking notes because I'm like, man, I got so many notes,
Good.
and now I'm running out,
That's good.
which is good.
Yeah.
And I can take more.
And like, yeah, I don't know.
I think about a lot. You know.
We've had ideas, that we may implement moving forward.
Yeah.
Plenty of ideas.
Yeah. Oh, we
You know.
ideas is something we do not fall short on.
Yeah, I'm not in school. He's working during the day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Schedules are more aligned.
Yeah.
We ain't going anywhere.
We ain't going anywhere. Hey, this has been fun. This has been so much fun.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. This has been episode 2 of season 2 of The Dude and the Guy.
All right. See ya.